The next section is the seated position. So with a seated position, you could still use the rolling pin, baseball bat, broomstick, or massage stick. So I won't go into using all the tools, but I just want to show with the broomstick. And get right up in the thigh area. There we go. Now, what we get into doing is using specific tools. So we use broad techniques such as pin, broomstick, and the baseball bat. With the lacrosse ball, if you don't want to use your hand, you can use a book. So I have my handy dandy textbook, and then because it's a broad surface, I could have a broad pressure on it on the lacrosse ball. And I just move the lacrosse ball forward and backward in a circular motion and side to side, and then I reposition it to another body part. Sorry, another further down to rectus femoris. Then I could get into vastus lateralis. And then vastus medialis on the inside of the thigh. And you could get right into just above the kneecap, on the side, and then the other side. Now, some other options you could use. Oops, the handy dandy star. And then what you could do is you could use the wedge shape as well as the blunt shape.
Did Paul's balls drop again?
Anyways, we'll continue. We will use the blunt edge to work specifically on the muscles. Like in this area here, we have the vastus lateralis and the IT band. I can get right at the front part. And then you can use the wedge shape to go right in between the IT band and vastus lateralis. From here, you could get into between the muscles here. The way to feel that, you'll feel ridges and grooves. So the groove is a delineation between one muscle group to the other. And you just place the wedge shape right in that area and move it side to side, kind of wiggling between the bellies. And same thing on the inside part. Over here, you could go around the kneecap, whereas also could get very sticky. If you have pressure on your kneecap area, it might be due to tight quads, so you want to massage the quads and then stretch it out afterwards. And then the other spot is in front of the thigh bone, so the thigh bone is right here. You want to go to the front of it and use the wedge shape and the blunt side. You can use the wooden spatula as the wedge shape, as well as the wooden spoon, where it has more of a blunt shape. Now, you could also use this metal tool. If you don't have that metal tool, I could suggest a shoe horn or a butter knife. Now I'm just going to grab a cloth here. It's not sharp at all, but I'm going to use the back end of the butter knife. And I'm taking the skin with me. I try not to glide over the skin unless I have lotion. And even down where the IT band attaches, you could use the butter knife. You could see that it's starting to get red, which is great. Now, in order to address the inside muscle, you can see right here, that's the back edge of vastus medialis, and right behind that is part of the adductor groups. So in this area, you can use the butter knife. I'm just removing the cloth so you can see better. And you can move back and forth to wiggle between the fibers. Again, be careful. I'm using the back end. It's a butter knife, so it's not sharp. And then if you want to, you can use your fingers. So again, here is the back end of the inner thigh muscle, vastus medialis. I place my fingers right in that area, right on the back side, and then I can move up and down, forward and back, because it could get sticky in this area, which we'll discuss when we treat the groin muscles. Good. The last thing is you can use your fingers in, around the kneecap, because again, it could get sticky in around here with the connective tissue and the tendon of the quads. So I use my fingers very similar to the wedge shape of massage tool. I work it in unison with my fingers, so it acts as a blade. Again, be careful, again, because the bony surfaces are close to the surface of the skin. Again, with a shoe horn. To release the stickiness, adhesions, and around that area. Okay. The next shoot will be in a lying down position.